Hi everyone, Colleen Duchamp here, back for day 2 talking about content creation. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about what is the market saying that your consumers need. So someone that you are either engaged in conversations with, someone that has commented on your content that you've posted on any of the social media platforms. If you're doing video content, someone that maybe is in that world too. So what is it the market's saying that they need? One of the places that I go and I look and see what things people are saying that they want to stop doing. Because basically that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for things that people want to stop doing. They want to stop going to a job that they hate. They want to stop worrying about certain things, or they want to stop living where they're living and they need down payment for a house or something like that. So that's why I focus on the things that people want to stop doing. And there's a few different social media platforms that I go to see kind of what people are saying. Quora and Reddit are probably two of the most common ones that I do go to. And what I'm paying attention to is their demographics. I touched upon that a little bit in yesterday's training, and I talk about it a lot in my conversations too. Demographics are really important, age, gender, marital status. Do they have children? And another big one that is really important in their demographics is also their work history. What have they done? What what is it that they're looking to do, even in their job? Because not everyone that we talk to is going to necessarily be wanting to get out of the job that they're in. Some people like myself are quite happy with what they do in real life, and maybe like myself, they're a single parent and they're looking to create a whole extra, like doubling their income, so to speak, so they can function as a dual income household and still obviously remain single if that's what it is their choice. So all of those questions are really important to ask people. And I bring my 22 years of experience working with people in real life as a professional coach to the table. And I've, gotten really skilled, and you can too, through practice of motivationally interviewing people. And that's just continuing to ask those questions, deeper and deeper. The most blanketed response you'll get from people is like, oh, I just want more money, or I want time with my kids, or I need time to take care of a sick relative or an elderly parent. And it does go a lot more deeper than that. So just continuing to ask, so you really get a good understanding as to the person that you're working with. And the beauty of asking those questions when you're engaged in conversation with people, you then in turn go back to your keyboard and your system that you use to create content. And by creating that content based off of direct market feedback, essentially, because you are learning directly from people um, what it is that they want to stop doing, start doing, combination of both. And that can really fuel your content. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow your content to basically pre-sell to the people that are reading it. So you don't have to do what I do, and what I have found works best for me. And again, there's a million, not a million, but there's a lot of ways to do um, to get the same results. There's a lot of ways out there. I have found the chock full of nuts kind of program, tailor designed, that is made for me. Um, Definitely in favor of like a no cookie cutter approach for way of doing things. And I know that doesn't work for everyone. Some people need like a specific framework to work within. So there's everything in between. So when you bring back that direct market feedback from the people that you're either talking to directly, or you're just reading comments from different social media platforms, or watching video content from different social media platforms. What then you're going to be able to do is bring those pain points back, and you're going to be able to write content that shows the transformation that you were able to obtain, so that you can show them that if they follow that same path, that they'll be able to obtain that transformation. And that's typically going to be directly tied to whatever offer, whether it's a course or a product, a physical product or a digital product that you're promoting, how that is going to stop them from, experiencing that pain, so to speak. So, think of the example of someone who, may have like flat feet. That can contribute to like foot pain, knee pain, hip pain, back pain. It can contribute to all of that stuff. And if you're someone who makes custom made inserts for people's shoes, or even custom made shoes, you're not going to just say, I'll make you shoes to get out of pain. That's kind of boring, right? People are not going to be like, all right, like whatever. But if you can show them that your custom made product has worked for people in the past to stop the foot pain, to stop the foot fatigue, to stop the knee pain, the hip pain, the back pain. Like, if you can show them through your content, they're going to be more apt to come to you for those shoes. So that's what using that direct market feedback is going to allow you to do in all of your content, which is really helpful for your reader. So then they also know that because you're pre-selling in your content, they also know that you are promoting something. You are a business person, you are a marketer, and you will have something to offer them. You will have a solution to offer them. And, if you're building a business online, that's what you want to be able to do, is you want to be able to provide a solution to the people that you come in contact with. And through all of your content, even if it's live trainings like this, if it's video content, if it's written content, if it's conversations, your main goal is to build trust with the people that you're speaking with. You want to be relatable, and it's really important to share aspects of your life. Now, nobody out there in the world really cares about you. What they care about is themselves and what you can offer them to make whatever solutions that they want. But they do care that they feel like they know you as a person, right? So it's like kind of like an oxymoron. Like, they don't really care about you, but they do care about you, so to speak. So sharing, in all of your content, sharing a piece of who you are. There can be certainly parts of your life that are completely off the table that you don't talk about in the social media world. Only you can decide what is going to be shareable content from your life, and what isn't going to be shareable content for your life, right? Because through your content, through your copywriting, you are going to be building your personal brand. So people want to know you, right? But they don't care about you. So they don't care that your hair is a different color. They don't care that you're covered in tattoos like I am. They don't care that you're a single parent. They don't care that you've overcome addiction. They don't care that you ride horses. But all of that stuff makes you relatable to certain people. And that's what you want. You want to be relatable. That's why I speak a lot about being a single parent, because I'm proud. My children's father is very actively involved in their life. They see him all the time. However, I am still a single parent, and he is still a single parent. Do we co-parent together? Yes, we do. But we don't do it in a married situation. So through your content, you want to convey to the people what they can do or stop doing. So, here's how you can ABC without XYZ. So, for instance, I don't do any sort of paid ads. So, here's how you can create a steady income with hard work, with showing up, with learning, with crafting, with improving every day, without spending, hundreds of dollars a month or even thousands of dollars a month on paid ads, or without doing customer service, without touching product, without creating product. All of those things are really, if that's the program that you're promoting, all of those things are going to be really important for the people that are in your world to know about. And a formula that I've learned from, the program that I've learned from, and in Jacob, is that posting about results is really important. People want to see results, not for vanity metrics, because they don't necessarily always have to even be monetary results. I recently was able to reach 150 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And for me, that's a huge accomplishment, right? I started growing my channel not too long ago. So that was a huge accomplishment. I've shared that with people, and I've shared, if they're interested in knowing how I've done it, I can show them how I've done it. You can share the community results for people that are in the same program as you, people that are in the same group chat as you, even, if you've connected with other people online, share those results. If you're already part of a product, an online course or evergreen product that you're learning from, oftentimes they will have, um, client testimonials, previous client or even current client testimonials. You can share those. Well, I know I can with the program that I'm in. I'm able to, I can do screenshots and I can share those. And, obviously I'm not saying that those are my results, and I'm not saying that those are students that I helped get those results. I'm clearly stating people that have learned from the program I've learned from have been able to achieve these results through hard work and consistency in improving. So that's really important. You always want to make sure that you're giving credit, where it's due. You don't want to, do any, in my opinion, I don't recommend you do any of that bait and switch kind of marketing, because, people can see right through it. And if you're genuinely trying to build a business, you want to be relatable and you want people to trust you. And if you're claiming results that you haven't achieved yet, then people are certainly not going to trust you. Um, so another piece of content that you want to be sharing is you want to be providing value to people. Something that you've learned that day in training, something that you learned in conversation, something that you learned through a book that you're reading, an article that you read, a video that you watched, something that you learned, right? Share that in your community. You also want to create content around your lifestyle. Um, Things that you do with your kids, with your animals, with your parents, with your siblings, with your cousins, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it might be. If you're into a certain amount of a Netflix series, even like my son and I restarted watching Stranger Things. We haven't watched it for so long that we started back from the very first episode, and we're actually almost done season one. Um, so that's really something cool, right? So if there's anybody out there that's into Stranger Things, and you might find that in common, and they're going to come into your world and you can talk about it. If you love to read books, or anything that you like to do, share that in your lifestyle content. That's really important. That makes you relatable to people. And also too, in your content, you want to share the transformation that you've made from 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 2 hours ago. Did you read a book? Did you read an article, and was there like a major aha moment that you had for yourself? And you're like, oh my God, I absolutely need to share this, because, people need to know about this. And some people might be like, yeah, whatever, we knew that. But there might be a lot of people that are like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for sharing it. So hopefully that's helpful. Um, I also wanted to review, I have, permission from my coach, Nate Ryan, to share some of, his content. So I have some of his email sequences that, um, I'll go over a little bit today. And in the next 2 days of trainings, I also have, I'm going to be pulling some of people's, organic posts that they're posting. And I'm going to be showing you those in real time. So that way you can see how the different frameworks of, content creation work, like when you put it all together. So let me share my screen. So again, these are email sequences that if you're part of Nate's world, you would have received these. And these are just a few that he had sent me. And you can see that he talks about who he is. Obviously, this is probably one of the first emails that are sent out to someone that maybe joins his Facebook group. Because it says, we don't know each other that well yet. You jumped into the best Facebook group. Um, and he shares a little bit about, what it actually takes to build a business online. More, he tells you that, he swears he's a regular guy. He's a human. He's not like a fake character. And he also likes to tell people that he likes to rock the elastic waistbands, which is pretty funny. Again, that might be something that is totally relatable to someone. He shares the fact that he's a dad and that being home with his daughter is really important to him, right? And he also alludes to there's plenty of student results that he's going to be able to share. And he says something about being married, which is pretty funny. But he also puts the call to action at the end, which says, anyways, be on the lookout for my email tomorrow because I'll be sending over some free training, right? And just in case they're not in his group just yet, he includes a link for them to circle back to get inside the group just in case they didn't join it. And so here's the second email. It says, who the hell is this random guy sending me? He says his first and last name. So they've jumped in his Facebook group, right? Shares again that he's a regular guy, an ex-blue collar. He, shares some funny things on there. And then he also puts another call to action right here in the middle of the email that brings people back to a video that brings people back into his Facebook group where he, in video format, shares what he's been able to do and where he shares his story in digital format, which is really powerful. And the more you're in someone's world, the more you get to know them based on what they're comfortable sharing as part of their personal brand. So, and then he follows that up with another call to action, come back tomorrow and I'll shed some more light to the whole online world. So you can see a little bit there from what it's like in real life to use these frameworks. So I know for me, when I receive a framework, it's absolutely helpful and powerful for me to actually see the framework and the finished product. So that's my goal for these trainings, is to provide you with the framework and then also provide you with the finished results. And I'll be sharing one of my content pieces too that I've put either in my group or on my profile, whichever place I've put it, so you can actually see me actually using that framework to kind of build this longer form post. And not everyone's a fan of the long form posts, so that way varying them keeps people interested in your stuff too. So, and that's why it's in my opinion, it's really important for me to follow that RVLT formula. So results, value, lifestyle, and transformation. And transformation and results can kind of be the same thing, but in my mind, the framework is different. So that's why I separate that one out there. So hopefully this has been really helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer any questions. At the end of the trainings, I will be including a link to the docs if you want to have them, if you want to be able to print them out. People who are in my Facebook group will have access to them. People who are on catching me live through YouTube will have access to them as well. I'll throw them underneath the videos on YouTube once I'm done with everything. So that's all I have for today. I want to keep these, pretty condensed and straight to the point. And because I do have 4 days, there may be a bonus fifth day. I'm not sure. I'm working that out. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and post them in the group. Grab me on my Facebook profile, post them in my YouTube channel. Either any of those, anyone that's catching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you in my world and watch for future trainings. All right, everyone, have a good rest of your day.